Portnoy has a guy named Paddy Pimblett, Justin Gaethje told to settle personal problem with violence. Welcome to the MMA World News Channel. Subscribe and activate the notification bell to follow everything about World MMA. Former UFC star Chael Sonnen has talked about another important matchup in UFC. He discusses the possibility of Justin Gaethje versus Rafael Fiziev, which was promised by the UFC to the up-and-coming fighter. The Azerbaijani fighter has made it clear to fight the highlight after reaching the top 15 UFC lightweight rankings. But Sonnen believes that Justin Gaethje facing Paddy Pimblett is the real fight everyone wants to see. Fiziev appeared in an interview with Captain Hardcore and said, "I'm not announcing anything, but the UFC promised us that I'll be fighting Justin Gaethje in March." He mentioned that Dana White asked him to get ready for the fight about 2 months from now. Recently, the most notable names like Charles Oliveira, Dustin Poirier, and Justin Gaethje have only been fighting each other. The new contenders haven't been able to establish themselves in the division. But Chael Sonnen believes that Justin Gaethje should fight Paddy Pimblett. He believes it'll be more talked about than his fight with Fiziev. The UFC veteran also talked about Gaethje's recent encounter with the founder of Barstool Sports, Dave Portnoy. Paddy Pimblett is a brand ambassador for Barstool Sports. Dave Portnoy and Justin Gaethje had an online spat with each other recently. Portnoy revealed this in a recent episode of Joe Rogan's podcast, The Joe Rogan Experience. Justin Gaethje even threatened to beat up the Barstool Sports founder. Sonnen thinks Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett is the bigger match. Chael Sonnen believes that Dave Portnoy should put his guy Paddy Pimblett in the fore for a fight with Justin Gaethje. Dave Portnoy comes out as the president of Barstool Sports and has a personal problem with Gaethje. Gaethje suggested they settle with violence, and Portnoy has a guy named Paddy Pimblett, said Chael Sonnen. He states that the story of Pimblett and Gaethje's fight is already there for the UFC. Sonnen also criticized the people who think the baddie isn't ready for the highlight. He said, "If you're one of those he's, Pimblett, not ready, please, leave me alone." Chael Sonnen believes that Paddy Pimblett deserves to have a shot at Justin Gaethje considering his win-loss record. Sonnen has also said that if a fighter like Paddy Pimblett is not ready for a big fight, UFC President Dana White gets them out of the promotion and instead bring new fighters in. The UFC veteran also didn't understand why Paddy Pimblett was being overlooked. Sonnen said, "I want to hear from you, why we're overlooking, and who is responsible for moving past Paddy versus Gaethje with Portnoy sitting in the middle of it." He believes that it is one of the biggest fights to be made and the UFC should not waste this opportunity. What are your thoughts? Drop your comments below. Write your opinions in the comments, it's very important to us. Take the opportunity to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to know everything about World MMA. Thanks, see you soon.